What's up, everyone? I hope you're having a great day. Today's a great day for me. I'm about to submit my last college exam for my first year at St Olaf. Then it's summertime, as you can see here. So I'll submit this, then I'm gonna go work out, and we'll get into this video after that. So for those of you who have seen my other videos, you guys know I did not know how to do the change clothes edit, but I think I got it figured out now. Ready? Alright guys, so I thought I'd make a little bit more of an informative video here for a couple of reasons. The first reason is I want to get hockey on this channel, and so talking about my transfer story from a Division I school seems like the best way to start it. And second off, I want to help people that may be in the same situation as I am, or maybe curious about how the transfer process works, because it's really interesting, especially for hockey. It's a lot different considering the whole juniors thing. On top of that, that's the whole reason I started this channel, to get my story out there, to talk about hockey, show hockey, and being a NCAA athlete. As most of you guys know, I'm a Division III hockey player at St Olaf College, and the thing is a lot of people don't know how I got here and what transpired to get me at St Olaf and get me playing hockey at the Division III level. Especially considering I transferred from a Division I school in the first place. So to start this, I'm gonna need to take you guys back. Okay, not that far back. Let me get a little more comfortable somewhere else, and we'll continue this conversation. All right, that's better. So I thought this might be an appropriate jersey to toss on for this, and it's a nice day outside, so I thought I'd enjoy the weather. But seriously though, taking it back, I went to Shattuck St. Mary's. It's a prep school in Minnesota. It's the same school that this guy went to, and if you don't recognize him here, how about now? Yeah, and there's a few other guys along that list of famous players that played at my school. And while I was there, I talked to a few schools, a few Division I schools, nothing too crazy. Except one school that really piqued my interest, and that was Lake Superior State University. Lake Superior State, piqued my interest when I was at Shattuck because of a few reasons. The first being that it's in my hometown. It's right across the bridge from Sault Ste. Marie, where I grew up, and I grew up watching this team play, and I wanted to play for them, my whole life. They came to a few games during my senior year, and then eventually things kind of just fell into place. In the summer after my senior year, I had just gotten cut from a USHL team. I was very, very naive that summer, and thinking that I was just going to make every team that I ever played for. And when I got cut from this team, literally a week later, Lake State had called me and said, "Hey, we want you to come in," which, I was planning on doing eventually. However, they said there's a catch. One of their goalies had left, and they wanted me to come in now. For me at this time, I was 17 years old, and I thought this was the right decision. I talked with my family, and we all agreed that this was an amazing move for me to be able to live my dream out of playing Division I hockey and doing it in my hometown. But admittedly, it was a little too early. I wasn't ready, and I thought I was, but being a 17-year-old playing against 25-year-olds and just living a day-to-day life with 25-year-olds was not something that I was prepared for. But I really enjoyed my time at Lake State. I can't say that I didn't. So getting into why I transferred, or why I decided to transfer, my freshman year at Lake State, no November, I believe, November like 15th, I want to say. Pretty vivid memory. It was a weekend before we were about to go to Michigan, to University of Michigan to play them. And we were doing 2-on-1 drill in practice, and a guy crashed the net pretty hard and, ran me over, and I ended up tearing my MCL in my left knee. It would set me out for, I want to say, a good 6 months. And as soon as I, was healing from that and getting better from that, I caught mono, and it was just a series of unfortunate events at that point. So going into my second year, our coach decided they were going to bring in 4 goalies. We were going to have 4 goalies on our, college hockey roster because, the guy ahead of me hadn't seen much ice time the year before, and I was hurt all year. I decided I'd stick it out one more year and see how things go. I was in talks with a lot of people of, what I should do because, I was starting to lose that happiness, but I wasn't completely there yet. And immediately I knew, things weren't right. I wasn't happy. I wasn't enjoying myself. I wasn't enjoying hockey anymore, and it was really becoming an issue. And that's kind of the biggest reason I want to talk to you guys about this, is because I want you to learn from my mistakes and not have to go through this and suffer through the things that I did, because I really faced some struggles and some hardships when I was at Lake State, and I don't want you guys to have to, wait as long as I did. So into my sophomore year, I just wasn't feeling like I was going to be in the position that I wanted to be in. And, one time my parents came to visit, and I just broke down and cried to them and told them, like, this wasn't what I wanted to do. This isn't how I want to live my life. I feel like I'm living, in a shadow. I feel like I'm not doing the things that make me happy. And that's when we decided it was time to make a change. So that's about time when I decided that it was time for me to have that conversation with my coach. I called my coach and I asked him if I could set up a meeting the next morning. And I did that. I walked into his office and told him I wanted to transfer and I didn't want to play here anymore. And, he was shocked, as coaches would be, I would assume, for the most part. But, he was supportive and wanted me to play in a place where I was enjoying myself. So we decided that I was going to go out and play in Kempville in the CCHL. And I thought this was going to be a good move. I went out there, though, and I didn't really find that happiness that I was looking for. I didn't really find that love for hockey that I really, knew I had somewhere deep down inside me, which I really struggled through. So the next year, that summer, I had some really good training partners that really pushed me and really wanted me to get better, which really made me, find the love for hockey again. And my goal was just to play in the North American League and get in a good place and try to win some games. And I ended up finding a place to play in Johnstown, as you can see here. And this is where I really, my love for hockey just took off once again. I played with an unbelievable team in Johnstown in the North American League, and we were really successful too. Like, I think we won every single game we played at home, and we went on to go all the way to the Robertson Cup and lose in the semifinals, which was really tough, but it was just so awesome to find that passion for hockey again. Throughout the year, my whole goal, though, was to find a place to play again. And the issue I was having, was that with my eligibility, because I took a whole year and a half off of school, I only had, a couple years left of eligibility. And if I wanted to play Division I hockey, I would have to sit out a year and then only have a year left to play. So I knew quickly that, Division III was probably going to be my best option. So looking around at Division III schools, my brother had played at St Olaf before me and graduated in 2018, I want to say. And he just absolutely enjoyed his time so much at St Olaf. I just knew that kind of in the back of my heart that I was always going to end up there. So Mike Eves was the coach at the time. He's a legend. He coached the World Junior teams, coached at Wisconsin. He now coaches in the AHL. And he, recruited me to play there and told me that there's a place for me here and there's a place for me in hockey after here if I wanted to continue that, and he would help me achieve those goals. So, I applied to St. Olaf. I talked to him. He found me a spot on the team, obviously. And it was the best decision I think I ever made in my life. That's the thing I guess I want to portray to you guys, is that not that transferring, you need to transfer if you're unhappy, and that's not necessarily the only way to become happy again, is to leave your school, but that if there is a problem, to recognize it, because I think one of the biggest accomplishments I have in my life is, recognizing that there was a problem in my life and making a change, because that change was the best change and best decision I've ever made in my entire life. So now, as you guys know, I play at St Olaf College. I'm a Division III hockey player and golfer there. I got in contact with the golf coach, and you know, he gave me a little tryout and I passed, and now I'm playing on that team there too. And I've never been happier. You know, it led me to this. It led me to you guys, and you know, putting myself out there to hopefully teach you guys a lesson, because that's all I want to do is just help you guys learn through my experiences and showcase this lifestyle that I truly love more than anything. So, all right. Thanks, guys, so much. If you made it this far, comment below where you play. I want to know about your hockey careers, your past. I want to get to know you guys better. So even if you don't play hockey, what sport you play, just let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, see you guys later.